The woman deliberately cut off her own hair, carefully placed it in a bag, then took out hair dye and changed the color of both her hair and eyebrows. Next, she poured disinfectant on the floor to erase any trace of her presence. Finally, she grabbed a hammer and smashed it violently into herself. Everything she did was to make herself disappear completely and frame her husband for her murder. Half a year earlier, she had devised an elaborate plan. First, she maxed out her husband's credit cards, buying luxury items and hiding them to create the illusion that he was in financial trouble. To solidify his motive, she took out a hefty life insurance policy with him as the beneficiary. Then, she intentionally befriended their pregnant neighbor, often confiding in her about her husband's alleged abuse. She even invited the neighbor over, secretly collecting her urine after she used the bathroom. With this sample, she could fake a pregnancy, using the victim narrative to paint herself as vulnerable. When everything was ready, she chose their wedding anniversary to stage the crime scene, waiting until her husband left the house. To make her scheme foolproof, she wrote 300 diary entries in a single day, fabricating a story that began with their romance and gradually depicted her husband as a cheating, abusive monster while casting herself as a long-suffering victim. She then placed the diary in the oven, burning it just enough to look like her husband had tried to destroy evidence. She even left behind a carefully planted letter for the police. With her perfect frame-up in motion, she drove away, changed her appearance, and rented a place in another town, waiting for her husband to be arrested for murder. Just as she predicted, the police slowly uncovered all the clues. The murder charge loomed over Jack until something unexpected happened. After his wife Lucy's disappearance, Jack smirked at the media, happily posed for photos with women, and showed no concern for his missing spouse. His bizarre behavior made headlines, with outlets branding him a heartless monster who partied while his wife was gone. To salvage his image, Jack hastily held a memorial for Lucy, only for the neighbor to storm in, holding a baby and screaming that he was a wife-beating monster. Chaos erupted, and Jack barely escaped by hiding in a police car. When questioned, Jack denied knowing the neighbor, but cops showed him photos of Lucy and her together, proof they were close. A forensic test also revealed traces of Lucy's blood in the kitchen. Jack insisted the scene was staged, but then police presented his credit card records, showing all the hidden luxury purchases. The final nail in the coffin? Lucy's life insurance policy, with Jack as the beneficiary. Every piece of evidence pointed to one conclusion: Jack had murdered his pregnant wife. With no way to clear his name, he shattered a glass in frustration. But once the police left, Jack forced himself to think. He knew he had to prove his innocence, no matter what.